Ay, magandang gabi ka, Andy, and maraming salamat at nandiyan kayo sa studio. So, every Tuesday, naipangako natin sa ating mga tagapagsubaybay na gagamitin natin yung first part ng programa natin para suportahan yung ating advocacy na
Yes.
maintindihan ng ating mga kabayan ang value ng aviation. Kasi the future is in the sky. Sabi ni General Defensor, yung dati naming Commanding General sa Air Force at dati naming Chief of Staff. So ako'y naniniwala doon. Kaya ngayong araw na ito ka, Andy, meron tayong bisita. Pag-uusapan natin yung tungkol sa ating seaplane. Kasi alam mo, ang Pilipinas ka, Andy, ay, di ba, archipelagic country tayo.
Puro dagat.
Napapaligiran tayo. Yung mga islands natin, hiwa-hiwalay. Napapaligiran tayo ng mga tubig. So, baka maging, possible na mapag-usapan yung value ng mga seaplane. Kasi, pag napunta ka ng Air Force ka, Andy, meron doon na, yung nasa museum natin,
Ang tawag
yung
doon, ang tawag doon ka Gerry, yung albatross.
may albatross tayo. No?
Alam mo kung bakit alam ko yung albatross? Kasi nung ako'y bata pa, lumaki ako sa Catanduanes, mayroong US Coast Guard Station doon. Kada Lunes, or at least once a week, dumadating yung albatross na yan na nandyan sa Villamor ngayon. Dumadating yan kasi sa Sangli nang gagaling yan, Sangli Point. Yan ang kinalalagyan ng US Coast Guard nung panahon na nandito pa sila. Magsusupply sila ng mail, supplies, etc. Dumadating yan every Monday dun sa aming isla, sa Loran, sa Bagamanok, Catanduanes. Lumalanding sa tubig.
Alam mo, siguro dapat ka, Andy, nang palakasin natin sa Pilipinas. Kasi hindi mo na kinakailangan na maglatag ka ng kabahabang runway na grabe ang maintenance niyan. Tapos pangalawa, maghahanap ka na, di sa Pilipinas, mahal na rin magbili ng lupa ngayon, Andy.
Totoo.
Pero yung dagat, tubig, napakadali niyan. Nasa paligid ng mga islands yan. At tapos, ang kaganda pa Andy, ang Pilipinas ay destination ng mga turista galing sa ibang mundo. Diba, no? So, para maibenta natin yan, baka pwede na tingnan ng gobyerno yung paggamit ng mga seaplane sa Pilipinas as an alternative para palakasin natin yung aviation natin. Pangalawa ay mas yung pag-transport. Pangatlo ay makakatulong sa ating turismo sa Pilipinas. At ang karamihan sa mga tourist spots natin, destination natin Andy, ay napapaligiran to, Boracay, di ba? Ano pang mga tourist destinations sa atin? Sa Palawan, dati yan, ano? Oo. So, nalaman ko Andy, na iisa lang pala yung nag-ooperate ng seaplane sa Pilipinas.
Isang kumpanya?
Isang eroplano lang. Hindi ko alam kung isang company sila o isang eroplano. Oo. So, ngayon ay inimbitahan natin sa magitan ng aking estudyante na si 𝗔𝗓𝗓 Soriano at saka ni Rowan Austria ay naimbitahan natin ngayon yung nag-iisang piloto ng seaplane. Canadian ito Andy. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, naka-base na dyan sa Palawan. So, let us all welcome Andy, si Captain Raymond Schwab. He's the, I think, the only seaplane pilot in the country today in operating a seaplane.
Dapat pala magkaroon tayo ng school para sa operation ng seaplane. Sabagay, pinag-aaralan din niya sa PhilSCA, no? Gerry.
Well, lumalawak yung pwede. By the way, nabanggit mo ang PhilSCA. Belated happy graduation ho sa lahat ng mga PhilSCA kahapon. Dami nila. Tapos nandoon yung aming president na si Professor Marwin de la Cruz. Congratulations. Tayo ipapadala naman sa ibang bansa at saka local na masusuplayan tayo dahil ang aviation ho talaga ay lumalakas. Industriya ho sa buong mundo, hindi lang sa Pilipinas. But for today's episode, we will talk about the seaplane. And please help me interview si Captain Raymond Schwab. Good evening, Captain Raymond. Welcome to our program. The anchor is 𝐔𝐏 𝐔𝐏. He's on the line.
Good evening.
Good evening, Sir Gerry and Ali.
Andy.
Andy Vital.
Andy.
How are you, Captain
Did I
Raymond?
say
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Directly from Busuanga, Palawan.
Palawan? Yeah. Andy. So, did I say it right that you are the only pilot operating a seaplane in the country?
That's correct. Sadly, yes, I am the only one.
So, what type of aircraft are you flying that can land on sea and waters?
Actually, the aircraft is a de Havilland Beaver. The Philippine Air Force used to have them a few years ago, in the 80s, I believe. So it's a de Havilland Beaver, Canadian build.
Canadian.
De Havilland. Previously, was that an Air Force plane, Captain?
Actually, it became quite famous with the military. That's correct. The American bought many of them, and then the Philippine Air Force used to have them as well, operating in the Philippines. So it became a good aircraft for the military.
Okay.
It's only now that I learned that only one seaplane pilot is in the Philippines.
I don't know if I'm the only. Yeah, I don't think also. I think there's other pilots maybe retired or working abroad. But yeah, there used to be. I'm sure there's maybe 2 or 3. But actively flying in the seaplane in the Philippines, yes, I'm the only one.
Yeah, because there's only one. There's only one seaplane in the Philippines, and that plane is owned by Captain Raymond Schwab. Am I correct, Raymond?
Yeah, correct. It's owned by Horizon Sun Charters, actually. The company operating the seaplane, which I'm the founder of the company. But we would like to change that. We want to create more pilots and hopefully adding more planes and to make it more sustainable.
Exactly. That's what we need, General, diba? We need more seaplanes because we are an archipelago. We have lots of seaplane landing area, if you must call it. And there's a great need, for other places in the Philippines.
Actually, Andy, dapat kasama natin pala si Capt spokesperson Eric Apolonio. Nakalimutan ko lang matawagan at may bigay yung link. So baka next week ay makasama natin si Eric Apolonio. Siya yung spokesperson ng para talagang mas malawak yung usapin natin dito. But Captain Raymond, can you tell us the advantages and disadvantages of operating a seaplane in the country?
Advantages is it connects remote area location very quickly, efficiently, and safely. Instead of traveling for hours and hours on roads or by ferries, we can connect. For example, like a Nido to Puerto Princesa or Coron or Balabac. Even Balabac is very far, but by seaplane it makes it very easy and accessible. So that's it. The challenges are few. Land the perfect landing area. The operation for the seaplane, we need calm water, so protected bays like Puerto Princesa Bay, Backwit Bay, Coron is a few place, Puerto Galera. So because we cannot really land everywhere, we need to be able to land in places where it's calm and protected. So that's one of the challenges we have, yes. And yep.
But Andy Vital mentioned a while ago that the albatross of the Philippine Air Force used to land in Catanduanes. It's an open sea because
Yeah.
that area is facing the Pacific Ocean. So I assume that the current and the waves are that big.
No, no,
are you saying?
it's not actually the open ocean facing the Pacific. It's just a small bay in that
Okay.
town with a Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard station nearby. So it's calm waters, just right for the seaplane, which we used to call the amphibian aircraft. Is that the same as the seaplane you're piloting, Captain Raymond? Is that an amphibian?
The albatross is the queen of the sky. I mean, she's beautiful. She's a real seaplane. They actually called the flying boats.
Yes.
They're very strong. They build especially for the sea, landing on the water. Most seaplane now, like the Beaver, they've been built to be on wheels, but then converted to seaplane. But the albatross, they were really built especially for landing on the water, and they can take a little bit stronger water conditions because it's like a boat, so they're very robust. So yeah, they used to be built for the military and for patrolling the open oceans, and the very nice aircraft.
Very nice and very sturdy. Yes, I know.
Yeah. So, who are your customers, Captain Raymond? You said that you're operating one seaplane. How do you survive with that one plane? Who are your customers?
Yes, we are very, how we call it? We are like a startup business, very lean. We're very efficiently operating. So our main clients are the high-end clients. They want to travel hassle-free to resorts. So we sometimes pick them up in Manila, or we pick them up in Puerto Princesa, and we do scenic flights. So we partnership with some resorts, and we also have the industry, sometimes real estate agent. We also have the military. Sometimes they ask for our service. So we have a few, but our main clients is the tourism, and they're mostly this time coming from abroad. So most of them are foreigners. So we need to work on the local market. So you guys, I'm very thankful. You may be able to help us to get us more known locally. But it is a high-end niche market, so it's not. It's not. It costs more than the normal travel, but it is the cost that's the cost that costs to operate a seaplane. So it's not, and it's also limited in size, so we cannot carry too many people. So yeah, it is a bit more expensive.
But if we can encourage some more businessmen to buy a seaplane and operate such a service, maybe the cost will go down, right, Raymond?
Yeah, it's a matter of scaling, and businessmen have other ways to generate revenue, which is important to create cash flow, and yes.
So you're based in Palawan. Are you able to travel to other parts, for example, Mindanao or Visayas?
We do sometimes go rarely, but Malboa, like in Cebu, or Sipalay, Subic, Manila. But our aircraft is, quite slow, and it's good for locally. And that's what seaplanes are mainly for. Mainly, they're good for localized. If you want to go further, you better take the airline. The airline is faster, quicker, more efficient. But if you want to go from a location in Puerto to El Nido or localized, then seaplane has a good market. But for longer distance, it becomes more expensive.
So it's good for short hops from one tourist area to another. For example, Palawan to Mindoro. Is that
that's
normal
good
distance?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. From Busuanga to Puerto Galera, for example, is very, very nice flight. Yep.
Okay.
So, Captain Raymond, how do you look the future of the seaplane in the country, especially that we are archipelagic waters or country? Do you see a brighter future for seaplanes operations in the country in the next 5 or 10 years from now, with those people you are talking with, especially those engaged in tourism?
It's very hard to say. It's I think it's very early still for the seaplane, and we need to develop maybe the higher end. But the Philippines is challenging, has a lot of islands, but we need to find those protected area. There is a place for a seaplane. I know that. That's 100%. We're surviving. We're making some small revenue, and but how big? I don't think it will be a big mainstream way of getting around. But it's definitely there is a place for the seaplane, and I think at this time looks like it's up to me and to try to bring this up to speed and to a life, because honestly, if there's someone who can probably do it, I'll be the one, because we can train. I can train, have the experience. But yeah, if there's help from outside, from investor or other people interested to help, that would help us a lot, because on our own it's very challenging to. But it is possible, but it will take some time. But again, it will be, I think, for now, I just limited in the size, but seaplane definitely has a place in the Philippines.
Do you have
What
other?
about the
Do you have other pilots, or how many aircraft are you operating? Just this one, or?
We have one seaplane this time, and we're
Yes.
looking into getting a second one in the next few months for the training purpose, mainly for training. Pilot-wise, I'm the only one actively flying. I may have another person joining me in the next few months, and a local pilot that we will train. But all this takes some time, so it's a long process, because it's about experience. There's a basic training, and then there's experience of building experience and time on the aircraft and seaplane. It's not like a runway, so it requires a different approach. You almost become a banca driver, banca pilot. So you fly like a pilot, but then on the water you become a banca. You need to read the water, the current, the waves. So it's a different skills but it's all possible. We can do it.
We and Gerry have been talking about helping expand the aviation training industry, because we wanted to be able to supply the number of pilots and aircraft mechanic that will be needed within the next 10 years, which is about 600,000, more or less. So having a good seaplane industry in the Philippines, meaning you can expand your business and maybe encourage other investors to set up seaplane service elsewhere in the country, would be good for that effort, right, Captain?
Yes, satellite base like Palawan is a good one, and probably Mindanao is some place. And look, it will create also a place where the young pilots can go and build up their experience. And believe me, those pilots are usually very good pilots, and the airline will really enjoy to have this kind of pilots, because they're very flying by, what we call it, seat of the pants. They're very stick and rudder, very skilled pilots. So the airline would be the first one to really enjoy having this type of pilots around.
How are you? I mean, do you have any student there? Are you doing any education or training other pilots in the Philippines, for example?
Mechanics. We have some mechanics. We train OGT and pilots. It's not yet. We don't have the aircraft, so that the new aircraft we will be adding on the next few months. That will be the aircraft we can train. But we can only train our own pilots. We cannot do like a school. We're not a flying school. That's it. It's a different setup.
And it will require the approval from Capt. You need to have ATOC, and complying with the requirement to secure the clearance will require a lot of requirements from paperwork. Not only paperwork, but including equipment, manpower, organization, and also facilities. So I think that will be a challenge for an operator like Captain Raymond, who is still a small company. But I think through this radio program, we can invite investors. Is your company open to, to investors who would like to join your company and add on your capitals?
Yeah, for sure. We're looking for an investor, but we would like to look for the right investor. Of course, we'd be happy to work with people, partner that have the same core values as we have. And yeah, like you said, flying school it's just like having another. It's a whole set of manpower and machine, and but we have the right investors. We never know, because it is what's needed. We need pilots. More and more seaplanes. We need to create those pilots. I want to get the local pilots to be able to do it. I think that's the way to go. That's the only way we can make a sustainable seaplane environment for the Philippines, is to build up our own seaplane pilots in the country. So that's. But yeah, I'm open for investors with the same values, same core values as we have. So for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm done, Ka-Andy.
Captain, I just want to ask if you're on social media, do you have a website that people can visit to learn more about your company?
Yep. If you Google Horizon Sun Charter, I think you can find us on the website www.seaplanes.ph. And yeah, Raymond Schwab is my name. You can Google on LinkedIn, Facebook, Captain Raymond, and also YouTube, TikTok. Yeah, we all on the social media. We for the last 18 months we've been strong on the social media to share my experience, share my knowledge, share my values, everything, that people get to know me, get to know who we are and how we do business, how we yeah, it's very important. So that's it.
Thank you, Captain. Gerry.
Yeah, thank you very much, Captain Raymond. And we will have more of this in our program so that we can continuously educate our people about the value, the importance of the seaplane as an alternative air transportation, especially that Philippines is a archipelagic country surrounded with waters, islands. So thank you so much. And one of these days, we will invite you to PhilSCA to talk to our student pilots and to talk about some of your challenges in maintaining the aircraft, which I'm sure will help us a lot in expanding the horizons of our students. Thank you very much. That's Captain Raymond Schwab, a seaplane pilot from Canada, now based in Palawan, the only operator of seaplane in the country. Thank you very much, Raymond.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate so much. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon again.
Thank you.